in the BNI community is known as a morning man, and you'll know more soon.
Yeah.
Aman is, from what I understand, been in business for about 5, 6, 7 years.
Yep.
And he's been as an accountant, senior accountant, as well as a finance manager.
Yep.
But more importantly, he's a good sounding board. He's a good person, both in terms of a professional and as well as an individual. You can have any business ideas, you can run past him. He gives us a good idea, a good perspective from his side, and appreciate all. And he's a good listener, by the way.
Thank you.
And welcome, Aman. We'll hear more from Aman.
Thank you. Thank you, Vinny, for your introduction. Oh, that's okay. All right, I'll come this side. In terms of resolution accounting, what is resolution accounting? Resolution accounting is a business which provides bookkeeping service to small to medium or large businesses. Resolution accounting provides an accurate, precise financial information and services allowing clients to make intelligent business decisions. Business has got its own ups and downs. Business has got its own business cycles. At resolution accounting, we guide our small business owners so that they can understand their financials, so that they can make wise business decisions. Wise in the terms so that they can grow. About us, as Vinny mentioned, our Resolution Accounting Group was launched in July 2017. So we are in July. So for 7 years, let's clap. Currently, we have 4 employees, 2 full-time, including me, and 2 part-time employees who is helping and getting things done. Our vision is to assist each and every small business owners who are sitting here or those who needs assistance. Assistance means there are a lot of things in terms of compliance. It's not as easy as just clicking buttons. In Xero, we know the way the software are advertising that you click a button, it's done. It's not. You need to know where to click the button. All right? I'll give one example. There was an engineer. Sorry, I'm getting engineers here. Because there was something wrong with the boat. And having that person like engineer came in and fixed that problem in 1 second. But he charged 25,000 for that. And that the business owner said, it took you 1 second to fix it. Why are you charging 25,000? Then he answered, you need to know the right place to tap it. It's not you go and tap everywhere and it starts working. No. You need to know. That's the main thing. And our goal, we pride ourselves in being reliable, trustworthy, dependable, and completing tasks in a timely fashion. Sorry, what we do in compliance side of things, we make sure we lodge our clients' best or any statutory requirements in a timely fashion so that they don't get surprises. Surprises from our compliance from ATO or any other statutory bodies. Our service, bookkeeping, we do bank reconciliation, creditors, invoices, and other business records which we have to keep. Best services, we do, depends on the size of the business. Either they need to lodge monthly or quarterly. We do basis either on cash or accrual basis. GST reconciliation, this is something which we are lacking, especially when it comes to our field as bookkeepers. Some people, when they're doing the compliance, they do lodge the best without even reconciling the GST, doing the GST reconciliation. Make sure it needs to be reconciled and tallies with everything so that when a tax return or anything is lodged, from a tax accountant's perspective, it all ticks the box. Oh, it's done right. It matches with what it needs to be done. Payroll, we do weekly, fortnightly, and monthly payroll for our clients. We do super payments, depends on, at the moment it's quarterly, but some of the clients of ours want their super to be paid on monthly basis. So we do that as well. STP finalization. This is something which is done annually. If anyone has got, how many have got employees here? All right. Do note the due date for the STP finalization is 14th of July. Those who I'm doing the books, you are covered in that time. So I've done majority of my clients' one. So be frank. Work cover, reconciliation. This is most important thing. When you have an employee or a contractor, you need to register for work cover. And reconciliation is equally important as other things. You need to submit the work cover reconciliation, depends on which state your clients are based. We do payroll tax. In Victoria, from 1st of July, the payroll tax has increased to 900,000. Before it was 700,000. So that's a good part, little bit. But compared to other states, we are the lowest, 900,000. Management reporting. We do, like some of our clients, we do monthly accounts so that we give them P&L, balance sheet, cash flow analysis, how they are doing, and we write a little bit commentary on how their business has done for the month, like what they are bleeding. Bleeding is the most important things where our clients need to know where if they need to make the right decision there and then and fix it rather than leaving it and bleeding for longer. Budgets, we set financial targets, creating budget reports, and measure business performance, how they have been performing compared to their budget. Accounting, we do books for sole traders, small to large business. And we also maintain clients' fixed asset register so that we depreciate the assets which they have utilizing to generate revenue. Our motto, we strongly believe in putting our clients' needs before ours. We are dedicated to making sure our clients are satisfied. These are the mottos that we significantly value. We work hard so that you don't need to stress in order to let you have a rest. Some of our mottos are honesty. We are very honest. If we can't do things on that time, we will just say, sorry mate, we can't do it. And that is most important thing when it comes to communication. We need to be upfront. That we can't do, we can't do. We need time till this date, we will tell, we can only do this time. Trustworthy and integrity. This is I value this a lot. When I say something that I will gonna do this, I make sure I do it. I keep myself very accountable for this. That in any business, this is most important thing. BAS, I just want to educate a little bit about BAS, business activity statement. Our business activity statement, BAS is form that we fill out depends on size of the business, once a month or quarterly, depends on how we do it. A BAS must be submitted by each company that is registered for GST. The form will assist the company paying its tax, including GST, PAYG withholding, or income tax installment, in terms of smaller, simple BAS. How many have seen this form? This one we used to get it in old days, like postal of this form. Yeah. Now most of things is online. That has changed. But this used to be a complex BAS. Now ATO has come up with simple BAS where we don't include most of the things. We used to separate what were the export sales, what were the capital purchases and other things. So just then heads up, in the BAS we record the business quarterly sales if you are lodging on quarterly or annual. We also specify what GST we have collected from clients and what GST we have paid in terms of when lodging our BAS. Another thing is PAYG tax withheld. From what we have withheld from employees' tax, like when we're processing the payroll, the PAYG withheld. We need to pay as part of BAS, depends. Like if some of them has got monthly, we pay monthly and just one month, the last quarter of the month, PAYG is part of BAS. Income tax installment as well is part of it. That is the tax, prepayment of tax to ATO for your business. One thing I want to highlight here, because do note ATO, from ATS perspective, every business owner needs to keep receipts for more than, if they are paying anything, tax receipt or tax invoice for $82.50. If there is an audit or anything, they may come back to you to provide the receipts or invoices. And the way we guide our clients, we do in a different way. Let's have one-to-one to discuss how we can help on those terms because of the time frame. Our ideal clients, clients who require full service of resolution accounting, including management reporting. That's our ideal clients. But for some of the clients, we do things, depends on what they want. Some of my clients just want us to do the bookkeeping, the tax accountant lodges basis. Some of the clients, they do their own payroll, we do the other aspect of it. It depends on what the requirements are, and we target it the way it needs to be. Our recommendations and review, I'll get someone to read this. I think this one was referred by Rod. I'll get Rod to read if you can, my friend, if you don't mind.
See if I can read it from here.
Yeah.
We recently opened our business and have been incredibly grateful for the support from Aman at Resolution Accounting. He has been an invaluable resource, always available to answer our questions and provide clear, detailed guidance. His expertise and responsiveness has made us feel supported through our journey so far. Highly recommend his services to any business looking for reliable and knowledgeable bookkeeping.
Thank you. I'll get this one as well, quick one. I'll get Johnny to read this. Sorry.
Could not recommend Resolution Accounting more highly. Aman has provided excellent bookkeeping services and support for our business over the past 5 years. Prompt communication always makes his team available to provide assistance when required. High quality bookkeeping service. Looking forward to continue our relationship moving forward. Stuart Patton.
He's the director of, he's a physio as well. He has got 2 practices, one in Preston and one in North Perth. This is our contact details. Let's have question and answers if you have any. Yes.
What business size do you, I know you said small, medium or large, what's your ideal business size?
I'll say medium size, where the business have got employees as well, so that we can look at it as a bigger picture in the terms of process payroll, bookkeeping, lodge BAS, and other things as well.
So in that regard, what's your definition of medium?
Medium depends on the size will be from, give and take, from 300,000 to around 5 million or 10 million. Yeah.
And that's medium.
Yes, 20 million plus is the. Yes, Ron.
I'd like to offer a testimonial tonight. So I started using shortly after I started my business in February, and caught me at a future counter. I hadn't even met them yet. They actually bought a tool off me, and they were asking me for a receipt for this. And we got into this discussion and complained about the bookkeeper and how he was sort of not interested in everything. And I was so excited about Aman's energy. It's just like, I could already tell, just like he said, accountability and responsive. And Aman is so good and so easy to refer to that he immediately called them and got in contact with them. And there was a deal struck within minutes. So that's why Aman is so good to refer to, because you don't want to refer to someone and then you're sitting there wondering if they'll even contact with the person. And Aman is just a genuine person, and what you see is what you get.
Thank you, man. Yes.
So with your accounting business, my wife runs a home business as well.
Yes.
In network marketing, in beauty and skincare and whatnot. So that's been a part of our lives for probably the last 10 years now. In Australia, this is a worldwide company. In Australia, in her sector, I guess she's probably got about maybe 5,000 people beneath her, Australia-wide, and some internationally as well. So do you look after, obviously network marketing is such a specific niche and there's different aspects, how you go about dealing with network marketing
Yes.
could bring you a lot of business.
Yep.
Because there are girls and men, a part of Senegence, if you haven't heard it before, that do their own online because it's cheaper or whatever, but it doesn't always translate to what they could get out of it should they go through a professional themselves. So
Yep.
is that something, is network marketing an aspect that you also look after, given that it's such a different...
I'm happy to explore that options with you and have one-to-one, have my business card. Let's connect together and we can discuss that and how we can help. Because of the time frame as well, we need to be very vigilant on that. Yes, Peter, sorry.
Yeah, look, I'd like to actually give a client testimonial.
Thank you.
So, we actually took on Aman and his services a while ago, and predominantly it was actually because Diane was absolutely stressed out with doing payroll. One thing that Aman touched on here is getting a professional to do what you do properly. Diane's been doing payroll for Virtual IT now for about 7 years, and has always been stressed every month with, have we actually done the right thing? Have we actually done the right superannuation? Have we actually got the correct work cover insurance on there? So many different aspects. And as she's pointed out so many times, it is not her forte, it's not her challenge, but it's stressful, extremely. So it's cheap. It's cheap to actually do it yourself. Having Aman take actually over that role, and the amount that he charges is minuscule to the amount of stress that's offloaded on her, and has given her so much time back to be able to do other things that are more important to the business. So highly recommended, mate.
Thank you.
Absolutely thrilled with actually what you've been doing for us.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Testimonial as well.
Thank you.
I had some bad bookkeeping the last 6 months. Aman yelled at me, and now I've got bookkeeping.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
There's the room for price increase as well.
Thank you, Aman, for the great presentation. Now that we know what Aman does, let's work really hard and bring him a referral next week.